Hi everyone, welcome back to Daily Fredo. We have another reaction video today, one that I wanted to do for a while now. You all really liked my reaction to What is a Woman documentary, so I'm bringing more Matt Walsh content today. We will watch Matt Walsh debating a trans woman who's also an EMT, emergency medical technician, for those unfamiliar with the abbreviation. So let's dive in.
How would you define a woman? Because you've asked other people up here to define how we would define a woman. How would you define a woman, Mr. Walsh?
An adult human female.
Case closed. Debate finished. Thank you very much. Good night.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
And how don't trans people, how doesn't a transgender woman fit that definition?
Female.
Because they're not female. They have, you said that you are a biological male, correct?
I said I'm transgender. I might be intersex for all we know. About almost as many people in the world are transgender as intersex, and
Well,
a lot of people don't know.
Well, but that's a different conversation. Intersex, that's a genetic anomaly, that's a medical condition. So that's a completely different conversation. That's also not a third gender. That's a genetic anomaly that occurs within the sex binary of male and female.
Exactly. I love how in our times, any uniqueness to what your human experience is being called a different gender. You have a physical anomaly, new gender. You have a quirky personality, new gender, half gender, mid gender, whatever it is.
So how would you define female?
Through my training in healthcare, there are several different categories for how we define sex. People bring up chromosomes. People also bring up hormone levels. People bring up all sorts of other categories. Lots of people don't fit neatly into a gender binary, even people we don't consider to be intersex. It's a complicated spectrum.
It's not complicated, but you also didn't define. So what is a woman? What is a female? What do these words mean?
It's complicated, and I know you're not going to like that answer, but that's because there are no simple answers in human biology.
It's complicated. I'm sitting here as a female and as a woman, and I'm telling you, it's not complicated at all. It's very simple. In fact, it has been one of the simplest things we ever had to think about in human history. It was something given. It was one truth. What is a woman? What is a man? Those were never questions that were asked before, because it was an idiot-proof answer.
This is an important question. You said you're an EMT.
Yes.
Okay, if you're responding to a health emergency. Biological male, somebody with a penis is having a medical emergency, and they say to you, "I think I'm having a miscarriage." Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
Look. No.
Yep, we got them, ladies and gentlemen. They, thems, whatever it is. Wait, I want to see full answer.
That's because some people don't have body parts. Doesn't mean they're not a woman.
Okay. Sounds like we've established there are some people who, in principle, can get pregnant, and there are some people who can't. So there's two categories, otherwise known as binary.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Yeah, but they're still of the nature to get pregnant. The only
But
reason
they can't get pregnant.
Yes, but
truth matters, right?
My God, this argument is as old as time. This is the oldest argument, the stupidest argument, because there are men that are infertile, but that doesn't make them less men, right? So let's just not use this argument. Let's just give it a rest forever.
It does. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Truth matters, and they can't get pregnant. That's the truth. So how are they still women?
Because they are for the same reason that I can rightly say that human beings have two legs. And if a person is born with only one leg, that doesn't call into question the statement that human beings have two legs, okay? A person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum and we can't say anything at all about how many legs a person has. Who knows? They could be a centipede. You know, they could have 100 legs. No, we know human beings have two legs. If a human is born without two legs, something went wrong. They were supposed to have that second leg. Something went wrong. If you meet a person on the street who only has one leg, Maybe they had an accident. Maybe they were in war. Maybe something, maybe they were in a car accident. Maybe they had cancer, a leg was cut off. But you know that something went wrong because by their nature, they're supposed to have two legs. Same thing for a woman. A woman by her nature can get pregnant. A man by his nature never can. So if you meet a woman of childbearing age, say she's 28 years old, and she can't get pregnant, you know automatically that something has gone wrong. And she can go to the doctor and find out what that thing is, even if they can't fix it. So that proves that women by their nature can get pregnant, because the simple fact that she can't shows you that there's something wrong. This is what is known as the exception that proves the rule. Whereas if a male with a penis can't get pregnant, no doctor on earth is going to run tests to see what's wrong with him, because they already know it's that he's a male, and there's only male and female, those who can get pregnant and those who can't. So that's it.
I could watch it all day on a loop, all day long. That's why I didn't interrupt this part. It's just epic. This was such a satisfying, exhausting answer to one of the oldest and dumbest arguments. We all know what's normal in human biology. That's why when something is abnormal, it gets a name. It's treated as a disorder, a disability, and so on. It is not a new gender, okay? Imagine to get a flu and immediately changing your gender to interflu binary with the pronouns flu, flus, flu. Ridiculous, right? But that's what's happening apparently. Let's check out the comments on the video. This honestly makes Matt Walsh look so smart, but in reality, he's just being normal and reasonable. Like, this is what in 2001 nobody would question. Exactly. Another one, as a student of biology, I still am yet to come across any kind of study that proves sex is a spectrum. There you go. There are many things that can be on the spectrum, sex or gender, binary. And anything else is just an exception, anomaly. By telling us that it's a spectrum, you automatically erase any existence of trans people. What, are they transitioning by traveling on the spectrum? This whole thing is ridiculous. But there was also this conversation happening in the comments. The amount of time humanity has wasted on this discussion is beyond insane. And someone answered, agreed, it's a pure distraction from all the other nefarious shit that's going on. But someone said, yes, but it's not pointless. This is yet another slippery slope we cannot give up ground on. It has to be fought against because they've said they are coming for our kids. Yep. Could this topic be a distraction? Of course. Yet is it still a real issue that's shaping up minds of younger generation who are becoming more and more dumbified and focused on completely useless things? Education levels, social skills, IQs, are all being affected by it. So I'd say even if it's a distraction, it is causing real damage. But as always, I want to know what you guys think of it all, so let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to see more content from me, you can click on one of those videos. And of course, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications to never miss another Daily Fredo episode. That's all for today. Have a good one.
How would you define a woman, Mr. Walsh?
An adult human female.